Bitcoin traders target $74,000 next week as BTC spot ETFs log 4 days of inflows. One trader said rising risk appetite for alternative assets could cause Bitcoin to exceed the $70,000 level over the weekend. Bitcoin could potentially surpass its all-time highs of $74,000 as early as next week due to increasing institutional demand and risk appetite for assets. The U.S.-listed spot exchange-traded funds ETFs tracking Bitcoin have seen 4 straight days of inflows, with BlackRock's IBIT receiving $94 million on Thursday, signaling a shift in investment sentiment. Institutional demand and rising appetite for risk assets could cause Bitcoin to breach all-time highs of $74,000 as early as next week, some traders say. Bitcoin was pulling back towards $65,000 on Thursday, but is already trying to regain its footing above $66,000 on Friday morning. If cryptocurrencies get support from the global risk appetite on Friday, Bitcoin could exceed $70,000 over the weekend, shared Alex Kuptsikevich, FxPro senior market analyst, in a note to CoinDesk, referring to increased inflows from spot ETFs. A test of the $71K, $74K highs area, in our view, could happen as early next week, triggering a new episode of FOMO, Kuptsikevich. Singapore-based QCP Capital gave out similar price targets in a client note earlier this week. Such bullish outlooks come as U.S.-listed spot exchange-traded funds ETFs tracking the asset have logged 4 straight days of inflows, ending Thursday at $257 million in net inflows. This is a nearly 180-degree turn from the action of the past few weeks, with some of the biggest ETFs seeing zero inflows on some days. BlackRock's IBIT received $94 million in inflows on Thursday, the largest among peers. Grayscale's BTC, which has mostly seen outflows since its January listing, received over $4.6 million in inflows. Earlier this week, multiple regulatory filings showed that several big-name funds, such as Millennium Management and Elliott Capital, held millions worth of Bitcoin ETFs in their portfolios. The softer-than-expected U.S. Consumer Price Index CPI, which rose 0.3% versus 0.4% in March amid economists' forecasts for 0.4%, triggered a breakout of the range for BTC on Wednesday. The asset regained the $66,000 mark for the first time since April and posted its biggest single-day gain since March.